All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming along. My name is Todd. I'll be taking the first session for you this morning. Now, as you can see, we're inside. I'm sure a lot of you guys are in the rain, in the cold. So hopefully we can do this indoors, so you won't need your hoop for today. If you've got an area in your garage, I can see some people under the pergola, then just use that for doing indoors. So this is the first rookie session we're doing, some ball handling stuff. And then 11 o'clock, we've got Joey Wright taking the advanced session. So make sure after this that you stay around for that, okay? Now we're just gonna do some basic ball control things to start with. So these are all things that you can do at home, inside. You don't need much space. You basically just need a basketball. Hopefully everyone's got a drink bottle with them, because we will need that a little bit later, not just for a break, but also for an activity, okay? So again, these are things I want you guys to be able to practice on days like this when you can't go outdoors. They'll just be simple little things. So they're not drills or moves you might use in the game, but they're to improve our ball control. Okay, if we've got better ball control, then we can pass better, we can dribble better, we can shoot better. All right, so very simple just to start with. All right, this is using our finger pads. This is not our end of our fingers with our nails, this is our finger pads. All right, we're just doing some taps in front. All right, so just want to do that quickly back and forth. Okay, if you can do that without looking at the basketball, up high above your head. All right, as quick as we can. Back down low. Back up high. All right, keep going. I'm just watching a few people on camera that we can see. Isabella, good job. Riley, good job. Excellent. Okay, if you want to put your camera on, I can give you guys some feedback as well. All right, it's nice and high, nice and low. Okay, now using those same things, all right, using our finger pads, we're gonna go around our waist. All right, again, don't try and go too fast to start with. All right, just slowly, and if we can avoid, all right, rolling the ball against our body, we try and put it out. All right, and again, it's just going from fingers to fingers. Okay, trying to look up, away from the ball. All right, good. All right, if you're losing control, that's good. It means you're trying to do it as quick as you can and test yourself. So if you're finding it too easy, try and go a bit faster. That's how we get better. Good. All right, we're gonna go back the other way. All right, the other way around your waist. Again, eyes off the ball. I can see, good job everyone doing this. Seen a few people lose control, but most people doing it quite fast. Good job. Okay, stop there. Now we're going to do some leg wraps. So feet together. All right, we're going to bend our knees. All right, we're going as low as we can around our ankles, just to start with. Okay, so again, try and avoid rolling it against our legs. So we can pass it around. Someone's got a dog joining in. All right, around our legs, and we go back the other way. All right, again, as quickly as you can. If you find it easy, just try and go a little bit faster and push yourself. Good. All right, stop there. Now, this one's a little bit different. So we'll start with our feet together. All right, but we're going to alternate. It might be a little bit tricky, but we'll do it slowly to start with. So we're going to go around both legs. I'm going to step our right leg out, go around our middle leg, back together. Other leg out, together. All right, we'll just swap legs. All right, so always going around the middle. So both legs together, step out, around your middle leg. Both legs together, step out, around your middle leg. Good, most people are getting the hang of this. All right, again, eyes up off the ball. See if we can do it without dropping it. Good job, everyone. Looks quite good. Okay, now this one's a little bit similar. This time we're going feet apart. Okay, bending our knees. Again, making sure we're keeping the ball in our fingertips, not in our palms. Okay, I'm gonna do a figure 8 wrap. So I'm going through my legs, around to the front, through my legs. Good, I can see most people know this one already. All right, as quick as we can. If you can, get your head up, eyes off the ball. Try and control it without having to look at it. Good. Okay, now we're going to reverse figure 8. So the same thing, but now we're going around the back and then through our legs to the front. Similar thing again. Keep going, I'm just watching a few people. Riley, excellent. Isabella, great job. Good, all right, and stop there, have a rest. My legs are back, might be a bit sore. All right, we've got a couple more that are a bit of ball control drills. All right, so with this one, I'm gonna start, okay, again, bend our knees low, holding the ball with 2 hands in front. Okay, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna drop the ball, and I'm gonna quickly put my hands behind and see if I can catch it. Okay, and then drop, hands in front, see if I can catch it. All right, so come bounce once. Just quickly alternating back and forth. Now again, if you're doing this okay, see if you can do it without looking at the ball. That's a little bit tougher. Getting a feel. Good. All right, now the hardest of this of all, this one's quite tricky, but one you might be able to work on, is see if you can do it without the ball hitting the ground. Okay, so now I'm flicking the ball up, see if I can catch it in front or behind. All right, that one's quite tricky. That's probably something you can practice over the next few days. See, Riley has got it, great job. All right, get a couple more of those. Okay, so if you're having trouble with that, you can do it with the bounce. If you're finding you're getting quite good at it, see if you can do it without the ball hitting the floor. Okay, the next one we're going to do, just a quick break. Next one is a little bit similar. All right, but we're alternating 1 hand in front and 1 hand behind. All right, so we start there. We're just going to start by dropping it, switching hands. All right, speed up if you're doing it okay. Okay, and then if you really want to test yourself and challenge yourself, all right, we can do it without the ball hitting the ground. So just in your fingertips, flick it up. Quick hands. All right, and again, hardest of all, if you can do it without looking at the ball, that's excellent. That's quite tough to do. Do it without looking and without the ball hitting the ground. All right, just give everyone a quick second just to have a rest and grab a drink. Now, grab your drink bottle and bring it back with you when you're done, because we'll need it for this next activity. All right, if you haven't got a bottle, anything that you can just balance, we'll be able to use for this. So any other plastic bottle or something like that can't be broken. Okay, we're just going to start. I hope you guys can see that. We're just going to start with our drink bowl in front of us. 1 foot either side. Okay, and this is, again, it's a bit of a drill to practice being able to dribble the ball and concentrate on other things. So looking at our teammates, looking at the defense, without always having to concentrate on dribbling the basketball. Okay, because if our head's down, making sure we're not losing it, we can't see the defense, we can't see where our teammates are. Okay, so this is a good drill for this. So we're going to start dribbling the ball in our right hand. With the other hand, once you take the drink bottle, just lay it down flat. Make sure it doesn't roll away. Okay, now we're going to cross over to our other hand and stand the drink bottle back up while we keep dribbling nice and low. Okay, again, cross over. Left hand, we're going to lay the drink bottle down. Make sure you do it gently so it doesn't roll away. Cross over. Stand this back up. I'm just going to keep doing this as quick as we can. All right, keeping your head up. So we should be able to keep going, guys. We should be able to concentrate on what we're doing with the drink bottle, and our ball handling or dribbling is automatic. We're not thinking about it. So the same in a game, all right? We're protecting the ball, not thinking about it, we're looking at everything else that's on the court. Okay, if you want to make this a little bit more difficult, you can maybe add in a different dribble move. So through your legs, then we stand the ball back up. Okay, through the legs, lay it back down. All right, but you can change a little bit yourselves to make it a little bit more difficult. Okay, that's all we need that drink bottle for. You can put that aside now. Okay, so the next thing we'll do is a figure eight dribble. So we did our figure eight wraps before. All right, so we'll do the same thing with dribbling the ball. So we're going to try and keep it quite low. All right, we're going back to our legs, around, back through. So making sure we keep the ball as low as we can, just using our finger pads. All right, and if we can, try and do it without looking at the ball. All right, I know these are a little bit tougher. And we can do it without looking at the ball, trying to keep it nice and low. All right, keep going. Everyone seems to be doing a pretty good job of that. Now, if that is a little bit tough to start with, you can just have the ball on the ground and we can just roll it. So using our fingertips to control it, see how quickly you can roll the ball around. And it's still great for our ball control because we're using our fingertips to really direct it and try and get it nice and quick, nice tight figure eight wraps. Okay, so it's a good thing to start with rolling it and then bring it up to dribble if you can. And again, okay, we can do that in reverse. So behind and through to the front with our roll, or behind to the front with our dribble. Both good ones to practice. Okay, now the next two ones are very difficult. They are things that if you haven't done before, will be quite hard. But you can go practice these at any time, all right? So like we're doing now, we just said the small space of the basketball. But these are really good drills to work on by yourself to improve your ball handling, okay? So the first one's called a spider dribble. I don't know if anyone's done this before, all right? But with the spider dribble, we start with our feet apart. Okay, what I'm gonna do is start the ball with my right hand. I'm gonna cross over in front, put the ball back through my legs, cross over behind, and back to the front. Okay, so it's like an X shape. Okay, so I'm crossing over in front, through the legs, cross over behind, through the legs, cross over in front, through the legs, cross over behind, through the legs. Okay, again, if you wanted to start with rolling, okay, change hands, through our legs, change hands, through our legs to get the pattern. Right, and then as we get better at it, go dribble. So cross over, through the legs, cross over behind, through the legs, cross over in front, through the legs, cross over behind, through the legs. Okay, so that is quite a tricky one, but it's a great thing to work on by yourself. And as you get a little bit more advanced, again, eyes off the ball, see if we can do it without looking. And if we can get better at that, it's really good for our ball control skills. Okay. Now, the most advanced version of that, if you want to really push yourself as you get better, is to try and keep the ball right in the middle the whole time. So instead of bringing it out and through, all right, I'm going right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand. This is why it's called the spider dribble. It's a bit like you've got to have 8 arms to be able to keep up with it. Okay, so just using our fingertips. It's right hand in front, left hand in front, right hand behind, left hand behind. Okay, a good way to start is just leave the ball on the ground without dribbling. We just practice right hand behind, right hand behind, right hand behind, right hand behind, left hand behind. Okay, and as you get better at it, you can get the ball dribbling. All right, you can even start to move as you dribble, back and forth, or side to side. Okay, that takes a little bit of practice to do, but it's a really good drill to test yourself. All right. Now the last ball handling drill, again, this is trying to concentrate on other things rather than what we're doing in the basketball. Okay, so we're going to start by just dribbling the ball high on the spot. Okay, we're going to bring the ball down low as we can. And now while we're still dribbling, we're going to see if we can sit down where we are. Good, excellent. All right, next up, we're going to see if we can lay down on our back, keeping the dribble going. Sitting back up. Keep the dribble there. Lay back down. Sitting back up. Okay, now, without losing control, so we can stand. I nearly did. Back to a normal dribble. Good. All right, take a quick rest. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing on the left-hand side. Okay, so again, we should just be dribbling automatically without thinking, and concentrating on sitting down. All right. So start the left hand nice and high. Left hand lower. All right, now see if we can sit down on the spot. Give it a dribble. Lay down. Sit back up. Lay back down. Sit back up. And see if we can stand where we are. Good. See, everyone did that really, really well. So that's another good one to practice. All right, just on the spot, keeping control. And as you get better at it, try to move faster, standing up and sitting down. All right, just take a quick minute to get a drink and have a rest. Just got one more quick activity before we finish. I'm gonna take a drink as well, I think. All right, so we've done a lot of ball handling. Okay, but the last thing we're going to work on is a little bit of shooting technique. Okay, now this is something we can do again indoors. I don't have a hoop or much space in here. I can nearly touch the roof. This is a good little activity that you can do inside in a little space just to practice your shooting technique. So first of all, just to make sure everyone's got the right stance here, I'm trying to stand with your feet apart, right, facing straight. I want you to hold the ball underneath, just out in front of you. Okay, so I don't know if you can see well here, but I've got it in my fingertips and I can fit my hand underneath. All right, so it's not sitting flat in my palm. Okay, if I put the ball in my palm, I can't really control it. It's in my fingertips, I can. All right, so that's why we always try and hold it in our finger pads there, that little gap there. So to learn this, we're going to just drop the ball flat, try and catch it one-handed. All right, and that should make us spread our fingers, right, and catch the ball in our fingertips because we can't really catch it in our palms. All right, so just start with that. Do it a couple of times. All right, once you get a good catch, we just keep it in one hand. All right, turn around, get our elbow in, and that, we're not going to shoot the ball. All right, that is our shooting technique. All right, so we're just dropping the ball, bring it around to one hand, and we can go straight up. Okay, now to be able to practice this inside, we're going to sit back down, and I might sit sideways so you guys can see a little bit better. All right, so once you lay down on your back, all right, and hold the ball as we just practice in our fingertips there, out of our palm. All right, so laying flat, holding the ball above our head. I hope you guys can see me okay. Elbow tucked in. And then if we can, we're just gonna flip the ball up, flick our wrist, and hopefully it'll spin backwards and land in our hand here. Okay, so not very high, just up, flick your wrist, and hopefully the ball spins nice and straight and comes back to where your hand is. All right, so you should be able to see, if you line the panels up like I have, it should spin straight back and into your hand. If it's spinning sideways or you're having to chase it off to the side, okay, it means you're not following through straight. So the ball should come off our middle finger here. All right, it's the last point it comes off. So we point that finger up in the air, flick your wrist, and we should get the ball come, hopefully, straight back to us. All right, mine's a little bit to the side. I'm not following through straight. All right, but up and down. Just keep going, guys. I'm just going to quickly have a look at everyone's technique, and I can't really see them that well on the camera. But laying flat, seeing if you can just tuck your elbow in, flick your wrist. If you can get it to go straight up and down and spin backwards, right, that's really good. And it might take a lot of practice, but this is something you can just do 5 minutes, okay? In your living room, even laying in bed, right, just practicing our shooting technique. Now, obviously making sure we haven't got anything to be broken around us. Okay, so that was our last drill. Hopefully there are a few things there that you can all keep working on in your own time. So days like this when we can't really go outside because it's wet and cold and windy, you can do these in your garage. You can do these anywhere you've got a little bit of space. So shooting technique and our ball handling. All right, so that's all we've got. We do have the next session starting in about 6 or 7 minutes, and that's with Joey Wright. So anyone who might have seen already, Joey Wright coached the Adelaide 36ers in the NBL last year. He's been coaching in the NBL for 17 years now. Lots of experience playing college basketball, playing NBL, actually back in Geelong with Cecil, I believe, and now coaching. So he's someone fantastic to learn from. He'll be doing things a little bit similar to this. Might be more advanced, but I encourage you to at least come along and watch. And if you can't do some of the drills, take notes later and try and practice in your own time. But definitely good to check in and have a look at that. All right, so thank you everyone for joining in today. Good to see, even with the weather, so many people working hard on their game. And hopefully I'll see you in about 5 minutes for the next session. Thanks.